So I got my watch, the LG Sport. I bought this not knowing you were going to be here with the style. So I'm excited. We're going to review Android Wear 2.0. What is different about 2?
What is different about 2? A lot of things are different about 2. It is very much a reimagined version of Android Wear, I think. You're still swiping around.
It's 2 years old now. They've had a chance to not only have their own experience with Android Wear watches, most of which have not succeeded so well, but they've also been able to watch what Apple has done.
Yes, precisely.
And some of this is in response to Apple. For instance, yours is rose gold.
Ish. Rose gold-ish. It's not really rose, and I also don't understand why it's $30 more than the other LG watch styles. But whatever.
Also detachable, customizable bands.
Really awesome. These are actually, I would like to show you this because this is pretty neat, I think.
This is something Apple does also with its bands.
Mode watch bands.
Look at that.
Which Google has. You could just buy them directly from Google. They just snap on and snap off. The back, by the way, of the LG watch style, tiny bit cheapy feeling.
Well, and I also have to point out it's lacking the sensors that we normally expect to see on an Android Wear watch. I'll show you mine. It has a heart rate monitor and all sorts of doohickeys
just
on there.
A mic and just 2 mics, I think, actually. Which don't actually, sometimes they don't work very well with Google Assistant.
Yours face is smaller, right?
And this is 1.2-inch POLED display.
And it's thinner. Look how thick the Sport is. But the Sport has both simultaneously more and fewer features. I can't change the band. That's permanent because there's antennas in it. In fact, this band is not flexible until you get to about here, which could cause...
Genuine leather right here.
You got leather, I got rubber. And you can replace yours, I can't.
Yes.
You've got many colors. I have this slate gray.
3 colors. So I believe a blackish kind of one, a silverish kind of one, and then this $30 more gold one that you see right here.
Yeah.
The other ones are $250. This is $280.
This is $350. You don't get any choices.
Yes.
So I guess what's in common in Android 2?
We both have scrolly wheels that scroll through our notifications.
Oh, I have to unlock mine. Let me
my friend sent me a picture of a Barbie.
Mine is locked, and I'll tell you why, because I have Android Pay on this one. It has NFC built in, which yours does not.
Yes, which I'm very jealous about, by the way. Very jealous.
I can tap to pay on this one.
Yes, you can.
Okay. It also has 2 extra buttons.
Yes.
The top button, and maybe this is programmable. Like I said, I just got this yesterday. The top button goes to Google Fit, and that makes sense since these watches are mostly used for fitness. It lets me choose a workout. The bottom button, I'll go back to the watch face. The bottom button launches that thing you don't have, which is Android Pay. Yeah.
Which is a thing I use every day, and it doesn't come on the watch that I want to wear.
The other thing this does that yours does not do is it's standalone phone. It has an LTE radio in it and a SIM card. If you buy it from a carrier, you can have it tied to your phone number on your phone. So if you walk away from your phone, you could still take calls on this. But I did not do that. I bought it from AT&T, but I just said, no, I want it unlocked, and I didn't pair it to my phone. I have a dedicated number for this. So if you call my dedicated number, my watch will ring and I can have a full conversation, much like the Apple Watch. I can have a full conversation. But unlike the Apple Watch, it doesn't have to be anywhere near a phone. This is a phone. It's also got standalone GPS. So this is kind of more like the Samsung Gear S3, right? Where it does everything without help of a phone.
This one just looks nice.
It does look a lot better.
It does look a lot nicer.
Put that on your wrist. I think you couldn't wear this. I don't think a woman of diminutive wrists could wear it.
This is not even happening. What is this?
I know.
This is not...
Yours looks good on me, but mine...
Actually, I really like that color on you, Leo.
Yeah. Well, I have, rose gold skin, so it kind of matches. What are you laughing at? I do. It's rose gold. Yeah, that does look good in me. And what other colors are available? Isn't it? It's heavy.
Yes.
It's thick. It's big.
It's heavy.
Even and I'm not a small boy. Oh, I love your Barbie picture. Why is Matt sending you more Barbie pictures? All right, give me my watch back. So tell me more about yours.
I think that was computer science Barbie, but anyway. So both watches have...
Well, there's Flo right there wearing her watch. So you did a review.
I did, and actually, By the way, this is my first time doing my own B-roll, so
I like it.
This is interesting.
Nice.
It was an interesting experiment. So the two watches have same processor inside, Snapdragon Wear 2100, which was Qualcomm's wearable processor that they introduced.
They feel snappy, right?
Yeah,
It doesn't feel sluggish.
I actually have to say, I think they feel more snappy than the Snapdragon 400 that used to be used in the Android Wear smartwatches.
Right.
So I do feel
both
it's more
have
snappy.
OLED screens, and they
POLED, yes.
POLED, at least mine. I can't speak for yours, but it looks great, and even in bright sunlight, I can read it.
But you will notice, though, perhaps, maybe over time, that the reds on the POLED can be a little orangey. It's a very minor little thing, but I'm
not expecting this to be color accurate, particularly.
But I mean, it looks good in the sun. I mean, you can.
It even looks good when you drink from the fountain. Yeah, you can.
$250 for this again. It's IP67 for the LG style, so like you can go near water.
How about
again,
mine?
my first time doing B-roll.
Can I go swimming? I love the glasses. Those are great.
This has got a 240 milliamp battery pack in it.
Yeah, that's one thing we should talk about.
Yes.
So your battery does not last all day, or does it?
It does. It goes a day and a half.
Okay.
So every other day you got to charge it.
This one goes a little longer. I'm at 71%. I got up at 8 a.m.
Yes.
So we're about, what, 8 hours?
You have a 400-something milliamp battery pack
bigger battery,
in there.
but you're going to need it because if you make phone calls or you use the standalone GPS, it's going to drain the battery pretty quickly. And I would bet that you can't get through a full day if you, say, made a few phone calls and an hour worth of working out. And I'll let you know as I get more experience with this. I was able to drain the watch yesterday I took a 2-hour walk, and it wasn't hard to get it drained. Charges up pretty fast, as all Android Wear watches do. With inductance charging, in fact, it's a very similar charger to the Moto 360. I put the Moto 360 in, and it worked. It's just an inductance charger.
Oh, it worked.
It worked.
Because from what I understand, neither of these have Qi charging, which is kind of bummed me out because, imagine you're traveling and you forgot your watch.
Oh, you can put it on a pad.
Yeah, like a wireless pad. I mean, assuming you have one. Minor little thing, but.
It's better than the pogo pins where you have to get that just right and attach it.
Oh, I absolutely.
I like a little. It's wireless. It's just not officially Qi. What else? The watch faces are new and different. Did you find one you like?
They are, and I did. And the nice thing I like about these new watch faces is that we now have complications, which are these little indicator badges that you see here.
And you can program
in the watch face, and you can program them. So what I have mine is programmed as my appointments. On the weekends, I have none.
Right.
I have Google Laundry right here. It's not in my calendar. It's in my paper calendar.
Yeah.
The date, the battery life's here on the bottom, and then I have my step counter here to the side. Don't laugh at me. Leo, I believe you have a couple more than I do.
Yeah, and I have to say a lot of them are really awful. This is terrible. It's too small and too busy.
And so I'll show you
the one that's the default with the Sport is really ugly. This is called Portions. And it's just got, but it has a lot of complications. So I have my calendar. I have how much I've been active, how many steps I've gone. There's the date. I can see the time in different parts of the world, and how much battery life is left. Now, just like old Android Wear, when you slide up, you can see notifications. Oh, we have a flood alert I can have Google Fit. Here's a missed call. That kind of thing. So, and you can do this gesture
every time you go like this,
which feels like,
although
to me,
on me it's hard.
Yeah, it doesn't work too well on me either.
Watches never fit my wrist just right.
I got to say, and I'll be curious what you think, having worn the Apple Watch extensively and all of the versions of Android Wear since the beginning a couple of years ago, none of these watches are as attractive as real jewelry, right? They're not going to be hand-me-downs in the way that a nice watch is.
Yes.
You don't want to give your kid this. He'll say, what's that antique? My God, is that how you guys, how did you
they have
live,
a new one
Dad?
already.
And they're really ugly and big. Now, is it any worse than a standard runner's watch? Runner's watches tend to be ugly and big too.
Oh,
it does many of the things that the runner's watch does.
Garmin ones,
the heart rate monitor, as far as I could tell, is pretty accurate. I'll be doing some more testing to make sure. But a good accurate heart rate monitor, GPS, that's what a runner wants from a runner's watch. I feel like neither the Apple Watch nor Android Wear watch is a must-have for anybody. If you're an athlete, maybe. Although again, you might want one that's specifically for athletes. What do you think? Would you wear this day in, day out?
I do, but I wear it as an accessory to my life.
Look at that. That's ridiculous.
Oh, yes, and the keyboard. Oh, my
That's
gosh.
ridiculous.
We forgot to
Who's
mention
gonna do that?
there is a tiny keyboard on Android Wear 2.0 because the voice recognition sometimes does not recognize you, so you have a backup, which is where you type it in.
Now, I presume this is true of yours. You have Google Assistant on there, right?
I do, yes.
The new Google Assistant, the one that comes on the Pixel or with Allo. But it doesn't talk to you.
It's very different.
You talk to it.
Yes.
But then it shows you text.
And it's not as fully featured.
You told it chicken?
No, I said take a note and it heard chicken. It's just, you know.
But I wish it talks to you.
Something went wrong. That happens to me so many times. Yeah. And you don't get the same functionality that you would on a Google Home, for instance.
That's Google Home. Oh, that's Keep right there.
Yeah, that's Keep.
Yeah. So the Google Home cards are not as complete?
Well, no, the commands that you could do with Google Home, they're not the same commands that you can do with the watch. So
I see with the assistant.
So you could see like what's playing on the different Chromecasts in your house on your network, but if you want to ask it to start playing a specific movie from Hulu on the television with the Chromecast, you're going to want to ask the Google Home to do that for you.
Yours looks really good. So
it looks like an everyday watch.
It looks nice.
Yeah.
Now I'm running Google Translate here. Let's see how this works. I'm going to translate something into Spanish. Yeah, allow translate to record audio. How much is that doggy in the window? ¿Cuánto es? Now, it won't speak it, though, right? It's just going to give me
yours has a speaker, doesn't it?
Yeah, but does it speak it? No.
It should. That would be helpful.
I know. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah. That way it could speak for you when you're traveling.
Hablo. Anyway, yeah. So there you go.
Oh, tech.
But at least you can show somebody. You can. It's not going to be easy. Like you go. Oh, look at that.
Would you like to see the time? Let me awkwardly move
And they're going to
this
step
way.
back from you slowly and say, "Thank you, senor. Bye bye."
Do you need to know the time?
I'm not a big fan of this category, frankly. Smartwatches seem to me to be only mildly useful and mostly unattractive.
Yeah, there's still no reason to buy one.